At last, we meet for the first time, for the last time. Okay, prepare to fasten your seatbelts and fix that malfunctioning turnstile, because we're gonna go from ludicrous speed to efficient access control. I'm Grizz with the Turnstile crew here at Avant-Garde. We bring you the best tips, tools, and products to keep your organization secure and up and running. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to learn more. We also love hearing your suggestions and questions in the comments. In this video, we're going to show you how to troubleshoot and diagnose a Hayward HT431 full height turnstile that's not working properly. In this step-by-step guide, we'll show you how to determine what, if anything, needs to be repaired on your turnstile. At any point in your troubleshooting process, feel free to reach out to our technical support team by clicking the link in the description or by visiting ag.inc. If at any point you want to jump ahead to a specific step in the process, there's chapters in the description. Before you get started, there's a few tools you'll need to effectively troubleshoot this Hayward full height turnstile. We have provided a list of these tools in the description below. Now that we've covered the basics, let's kick it into ludicrous speed. Part 1, proper operation example. Let's start by performing an operation test. This test will vary by whether your turnstile is card in and free exit or card in and card out. When you present your credential, you should hear the lock bolts disengage. If it's free exit, you should be able to move the turnstile freely in the exit direction, but it should stay locked in the entry direction. If you don't hear these sounds, you'll have to dive deeper to figure out what component needs maintenance. Part 2, we'll need to perform a visual inspection. After removing the top channel cover, you'll want to make note that all of your cover clips are intact. If you have any missing, the cover will not be held on securely, and you can contact us directly to order more. Next step, verify that the LEDs on the control board are illuminated upon an activation. Verify that the lock arms move freely and that the bolts are properly tightened. Check wire placement to ensure that the cable is not interfering with any moving parts. Next, you're going to want to power cycle the unit. Turning the unit off for 15 seconds allows it to reset. When we turn it back on, we're going to verify the presence of power at the power supply. We're going to want 120 volts of AC power coming to the power supply. This will identify the presence of incoming facility power. All right, our next step is to eliminate access control issues. This can be done by labeling our access control wires. Our incoming access control wires are going to be landed on the pair of blue wires and the pair of white wires. So we're going to label which one is enter and which one is exit. And with access control wires removed, we're going to take our blue wires and provide an activation. And then the white wires control this board over here, and we'll illuminate the LED there. Another great troubleshooting step is to set your meter to continuity and check your incoming access control wires for continuity. If there is continuity, that is a normally closed contact coming from your access control, and that will not work with this turnstile. That needs to be resolved by the access control company. Just a note to the access control company, we're going to want a 1-second pulse coming from the access control system. As these boards have a timer relay built into them, the 1-second pulse provides that activation and then allows the board to do what it's designed to do. Anything longer than a 1-second pulse can keep the turnstile unlocked for an extended period of time, allowing more than one rotation. Once all input wires are removed, you'll want to touch the white to white to provide an activation and the blue to blue to provide an activation in the opposite direction. If the unit unlocks and functions properly, then you have determined it is an access control issue. If it does not unlock, this shows signs of a faulty board. In the event your turnstile unlocks but provides multiple rotations, this leads to a faulty microswitch. Provide an activation and simulate a rotation using the microswitches to confirm that they are working properly. Time for a pro tech tip. Using a meter set to continuity, place your probes on the terminal screws and activate a microswitch and listen for the lack of continuity. These microswitches are set to a normally closed connection, so that's why you're hearing the continuity, and depressing the microswitch is breaking that continuity. If you do not hear a change of state, the microswitch is most likely defective. Another thing to check is to make sure to complete a rotation with the roto and make sure that it is actually depressing the microswitch properly. If you need on-site service from one of our turnstile specialists, please contact our service department. If you suspect your turnstile is beyond repair, check out the link in the description below for a list of full-height turnstiles that are typically in stock at Avant-Garde. Hopefully you found this information useful. If so, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. If you have any suggestions, please leave those in the comments below and feel free to message us anytime. Thanks for tuning in to the Turnstile Guys. We'll see you next Galaxy.